As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll toss it to Miller. A spin. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, 5. Goes on. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. Shakes off the sack. Keeps himself upright. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tag 50, tag 50.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
40 got. 40 got. Hey, go here. Set. Waiting. 21. 0.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. And even 40 yards.
Grip right. Middle, let's go.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Down right around the 25. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Set. Red 80. Tag 50. Tag 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, it's gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Super. 12, 12. 12, 12.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give them a gain of 37. A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
5.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
5.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. Now a handoff, Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Like 7. 21.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Detroit. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they... And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And now spinning away. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
76. 5. 17. 17. Hey, 5.
Goff on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Here we go. Like 7.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's the former Lion and Ndamukong Suh on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, here's Goff. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and long. It's Goff. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw. Stafford. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
White. 21.
To throw on third down. Stafford, throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Now Goff on first down. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
32. Track 32. 22. 53.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And he's got it up and through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Louis.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Spins by. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Set, lady. Go here.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
21.
Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Monday. Big 20.
On first down, it's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And his kick is good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on second down is gone. Quick hitch, complete. It's Woods. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They've got his man complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
14. Go, son. By 20. Super. Let's go, 12. Let's go. Dula. Value 3. Motion. Maverick.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Michael Brockers in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Michael Brockers coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Airing one deep for Riddick. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Like 7. 22.
Stafford on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Set. Ladies. Hurry up, get set. Tag 53, ready.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Set. 180. Watch screen. Watch screen. Omaha. Ready, move. Check 3. 4 down.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flagged down. This could set him back. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Like 20. 2 up. Go. Switch. Maverick. Check motion. Value three.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Dula. Merlin. Go. Harbaugh. Super 66. Two.
Here's Goff now on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ready? Let go here.
This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, Stafford here. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
All right, here we go.
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bawden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions just continue to pull it on. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here, the 32. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
We're good. Look, 20.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. With a carry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Prater on to add the extra point. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
We're good.
Here's Goff. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This is caught. It's Cooks. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Goff. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Riddick trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, go here! Hey, white 7!
Stafford going to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And give them a gain of 37. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to